What's up, Fomo fam? Welcome back to the channel. Happy Monday. In this video, I'm gonna give you 6 tricks or tips that will help you a lot in crypto. I started my crypto journey a long time ago and I made so many mistakes, and if somebody would have told me to not do this, what I'm going to tell you right now, it would not only saved me a lot of money, but I will probably earned a lot of money as well and was able to actually keep that money, because crypto is very hard and there are some couple of things that you should do to really make it a lot more easy for yourself. So today I was thinking, like, what are the most important things you can do in crypto? Well, I collected them and I would love to share this with you guys, because I just want this whole community to make it. We can definitely, but not if you make some, really stupid mistakes probably, and you will make them if you don't know about it. I made them. So let's take a look at what it is. First of all, welcome to the Fomo Factory. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, feel free to do so. I'm also doing a portfolio challenge where I give away a crypto portfolio. All you have to do for now is be a subscriber of the channel. It's going pretty fast. Love you guys a lot. Thank you for that. And let's take a real quick look at the market. Although I'm shooting this video one day on forehand, so it's not like that time sensitive, but still, where do I have my trading view? Let me open it up right here. All right, so if we take a look at Bitcoin, I'm not going to spend too much time on this though, but Bitcoin is still ranging. It broke out of its downwards trend that we've been in for a long time, so that's a really good thing. And now we're ranging sideways a little bit, and that's fine. We didn't broke down this range. Maybe tomorrow on Monday for you today when you watch the video we did, but I don't expect so. So the market, yeah, it's pretty boring. But that's also dangerous. And well, that's my bonus tip, by the way. I'm gonna have my cheat note right here. But yeah, that's my bonus tip. So I basically got 7 tips for you. When the market is boring, which it is for pretty much 4 months now, since June basically, when we came down to around this 20K level, we've been here. And this is the time where people give up, and I don't want you to give up right now. If we take a look at the previous cycles, and just let's take for example the 2017 cycle to make it a little easy, like, this is where stuff is fun, right? Where you make a lot of money, only if you prepare well, right? And how to prepare now in this bear market by watching this channel. I'll go through this every single day, right? But this is a fun time. This is where you can, triple your portfolio overnight, multiple nights in a row. Right, so that's insane. This is a really exciting time. The adrenaline, the dopamine rush, this is crazy. That's crazy. Also, this time is exciting. Not as, fun exciting, but it is exciting because it's a wild ride, right? I mean, you come down, you lose a lot of money, and a couple of days, weeks later, you make it all back, and you think like, whoa, you don't know what to expect, and then you come down again, and it's all well, we just been through that. I don't need to explain to you how that feels, but at a certain point, we will end up here, right? Also where we are right now, and this was a long time. Like, we were ranging around 6K from, well, basically here already February up till November, right? Which is almost a year, right? And we had some, I'm sorry, I'm still very sick. But we had some relief rallies right here. I mean, 6K all the way to 12K again, all the way down to 6K, all the way to 10K. For traders, that was great. But if you're just an investor and you feel like, okay, I'm just going to hold on and wait for it to go back, this is killing. And that's really what I, and then this comes, right? Then you finally think like, oh, we're finally there maybe. And then that 6K just got slapped back to 3K in like a week. And that's where, people already gave up here. And if you didn't already, people would have gave up here, right? That's really my first tip. Do not give up. You're in crypto for a reason, right? You are in crypto because you believe in crypto. You know that there's money to be made in crypto. You like the community. It has your interest. It's maybe your passion. You're good at it. You maybe practicing it. But don't give up because it's getting boring. And it's possible, right, that we do this. Just be prepared. I don't know, but it is possible that we do this for a long time and then blah, also go like half, and then do this, right? It's possible. Don't give up right there. Crypto will be back. It is what happens all the time. This is the, I don't know, 5th, 6th bear market so far. I witnessed now 3 of them. And it will always go back again. It's never an end, right? Matter of fact, if you zoom out, this is an opportunity, right? Although it's hard, it's boring, it's depressing. I sometimes catch myself that I just look at the charts, realize that I quit my job this year, right? To do full-time crypto right in the middle of the bear market when I had a kid on the way and all that. So it was really hard for me as well. Like, wow, like, damn, my life kind of depends on this right now. And it could be really depressing to see it not do anything for a long while, see your altcoins slowly bleed to death, and then get punched like these kind of things happen, right? Therefore, be in dollars, but just prepare, right? And by being in dollars, that's one way to prepare. I'll make a full video on how to prepare in this area for the next bull run, whenever that might come, right? I have my suspicions, and I talked about that, and I will do it again if you like. But prepare, really prepare, and don't get shaken out, because then what happens is you'll be just like all these people here get shaken out. And although we were at 3K right here, and this doesn't look like a lot, we went to 12K. This is a slow 4x. You don't want to be the guy that misses this and then steps in here to find out that you're going to do the slow bleeding all over again, because this is where a lot of people got really depressed, right? Then, you know, you'll see here, right, it comes down so hard again, and that's where you got beaten out again. And then finally, when this happens, where all the joy should be, you're not there because you gave up, right? So please do not give up. Promise me that you don't give up. Also promise me that you just destroy that like button right now. Just show YouTube that you like this content. Show YouTube that other people might like this content as well. Trick them into thinking that this is good content, because I will be here every day in the bear market, man. And we are going to celebrate in the bull market together, really. The time will come. So that's that. Then my next tip, because I really have 6 right now. Sometimes it is okay to sell with a loss. Sometimes it's okay to just sell with a loss. If you look at your crypto portfolio, and you feel like this coin is just not doing it for me anymore. Sometimes that's the case, right? But you do not want to sell because you feel like, man, when I look at my holdings, I'm down like 60% on this, right? I want to sell it because I don't like the project anymore. But should I sell it right now? Then I sell with 60% loss. That's fucking ridiculous, and that hurts. And you don't sell the red, right? But there's a reason you want to sell the project, right? There's a reason you want to sell that token or that coin. There's a reason you do not believe in it anymore. And it shows that a lot of other people don't believe in it anymore as well. Otherwise, your holdings wouldn't be down by whatever, 60%, right? Sometimes it is okay to sell with a loss. It now only depends on what you do with that, because the crypto market is very low. If we go back to Bitcoin, for example, and this just reflects, you know, a lot of altcoins as well. It's the same chart, only altcoins are more drastically down, right? But you know, it feels bad, like you ride all this wave down, and then here you have to think like, yeah, but now should I sell here right now? Bro, I just sold my AVAX on $15. I sold my Radium. I sold my Cardano on 36 cents, basically D-low as well. And it might feel like very unnatural. But if you sell it and you keep it in dollars, yeah, that's stupid, because then you are really, you know, selling at the bottom and just taking your dollars, what's left of it, right? But if you consider like, okay, I don't believe in this coin for some reason anymore, right? You did some good research, of course, and you figured out that you do not believe in it anymore. Then you can also feel like, okay, I take my whatever is left out of it. But I see this project that's also down a lot right now because basically everything is down, right? You put your money directly in that coin. Just swing trade it, right? Because then you're buying the low of the other project instead of keeping your money into dollars. Because if the crypto market does decide to, to do something like this, after you sold, yeah, then you miss out, right? But if you just sell it right here and you buy another coin at this point as well, and the crypto market goes up, there's a big chance that other coin goes there as well, right? It's just repositioning, right? It's not selling. It's not called selling. It's repositioning your portfolio, adjusting, keep on puzzling in the bear market until all pieces fit so you can make the most out of it, right? That's basically what you should do. So sometimes, yeah, your feeling says, don't do this. Well, guess what? Your feelings get you wrecked all the time, right? Next, it's a very technical tip that you heard me talk about a lot if you follow this channel, so I'm not going to spend too much time here. But I do want to give you this as one of the 6 tips, as this is just a very big and handy thing you should apply, is, use TradingView, of course, right? Or, sorry, or any other chart. Pull up the stochastic RSI. If you are investing or even trading, especially trading, don't just look at the stochastic RSI, but look at the stochastic RSI, right? For example, Bitcoin is a very good example right now. Stochastic RSI, it's now on the daily. So it's a slightly higher time frame, right? I mean, when it was up, it was the 5th of October. Now it's down, it's the 16th, right? So if you're trading it, you should probably sell it here and buy it here. So that's a trade every 1.5, 2 weeks, right? So, but you can also put it on the 4-hour, the weekly, depending on, are you trading? If yes, how often do you want to make your trade? Or are you investing? If you're investing, look at the weekly, I would say. Even better at the monthly. Then it doesn't matter what happens this year or the next year. Then it happens matters what happens after a year or two, right? If the stochastic RSI is sitting right here in the oversold territory, or overbought territory, sorry, consider maybe not buying yet, right? If it's sitting in the oversold territory, it's usually a very good place to buy, right? Because once you see, this wasn't even really oversold, but Bitcoin was sitting at 18.5. When it was up again, Bitcoin was sitting at 20.5. It's a big difference, right? Here as well, it was oversold a lot, overbought a lot. I always get them mixed up. Here it was sitting at almost 23,000, right? Here it was oversold, and here as well, right? But especially here. And here, Bitcoin was sitting at 19.5. It's a big difference, right? And this works. This works if you are trading, if you are investing, whatever. So what I'm doing right now, I made 2 extra portfolios. One 12-hour trading portfolio and a 4-hour trading portfolio. And I, just check out these charts. In my 4-hour trading portfolio, I put $1,000. Every time the stochastic RSI is sitting here, I buy Bitcoin, and every time it's here, I sell it. And I'm doing the same on the 12-hour. I'm doing that with $500. I just sold some. It wasn't really oversold, but I had some, and I felt like, okay, it's good. I sold some at around this level right here. Here, 19,817, by the way. I know exactly. And, now it's sitting at 19,136, right? So it could get a lot lower, but that's on the 12-hour, right? So it will take some time. In the meantime, the 4-hour will, it moves us 3 times as fast. So this could do this and this before the 12-hour resets at all. So I can make some trades out of this first, right? Stochastic RSI always is a very good indicator, and it's basically exceptions there always, of course, but apart from that, it's basically always working, right? You don't get the exact bottom and the exact top, but you do get your trades right. And if you make, for example, if you use the 4-hour chart and you make even like 3 trades a week, 5%, you're making 15% a week. you know, do some calculations on how much that is in a year if you compound that. But I think with $10, you will make thousands of dollars by doing that. So that's basically what I'm doing right now. I will make a video about that, you know, kind of challenge that I'm doing with myself to show you how that's going if you think that's interesting. So let me know if you want to see that. Next one. Sorry, I'm so fucked up. Dollar cost average, really dollar cost average. And you heard this a lot, you probably already know it, but it's a lifesaver. It's really a lifesaver. If you, I'm just using Bitcoin as an example again. You know, if you believe in Bitcoin and you feel like, yeah, I want to own Bitcoin and it's low right now and I'm going all in right here because that's a smart move. Yeah, statistically on the longer time frame, you will make a lot of money probably, yeah. But what in the meantime, right? You can make a lot more and you can be mentally better, right? Because if you have $1,000, I don't know, you want to invest in Bitcoin over time, right? You look at this chart, you feel like, yeah, this is a pretty decent time to buy some Bitcoin, of course. In my opinion, it is, right? But if you throw it all in right now and you know, and the market does this, yeah, then you're happy. Of course, that's good. Then you make most money. But it's a gamble, of course, because you don't know if this is going to happen. You have to consider that that this is possible, but that this is possible as well, right? And that's exactly to where I draw it. But, you know, it could go up, could come down. Nobody knows. You know, we have statistics, but the market is unpredictable, right? So if you have $1,000, for example, what's wrong with, for example, throwing in $300 here? If it gets lower, you know, putting in $300 there, right? Because then it already feels like, oh, damn, it went lower. I'm happy I didn't, you know, invest it all, right? Because now you can buy it a lot cheaper and your average is here, right? So if it then goes there, you know, very sloppy, but you know, if you bought it all here and it goes to for example here, right? You make 40%. Okay, cool. But if you buy it here and here, your average will be laying somewhere around here, right? And if it then goes up, you make 60%, right? Way better. And even, I mean, you could also buy it here and here, and then it goes up again. And you feel like, shit, I'll buy it here. Then you at least have your average again, right? So you don't all buy it here. It's mentally a lot better. And you get a very decent entry point. Because if you start dollar costing now, you will dollar cost somewhere around $19,000. Well, if you know me, if you know my videos, if you feel like, yeah, this is exactly what's going to happen, then I should, by the way, update that Fomotion crypto and all my contact information on screen. That's not really for this channel. Whatever. What was I saying? I mean, if you know me and if you follow this channel, you'll know that I think that Bitcoin will be at least 200K by the end of 2025. So you will be at least sitting at a 10x, right? Yeah, you could take the chance of being all out of the market, what some people choose to do, because they are heavily believers that Bitcoin goes to 10K. I don't know. There's no reason to know that Bitcoin is going there, right? Everybody that says that Bitcoin is going to 10K is full of shit, right? Just as I am when I say that Bitcoin is not going to 10K, right? We don't know until it happens or it doesn't happen. Right? We don't know. We don't know. So being all out of the market and waiting for this level, yeah, it's just kind of stupid. Because what if the market, you know, ranges, maybe go here and you don't even buy and then goes here and you feel like fuck. And you buy here. You will make gains. Of course, if Bitcoin goes high, you will make gains. But you miss out on a 3x. So if you do a 10x from here, cool. But if you would have bought here, you made a 30x, right? That's not what you want. That's a really bad feeling. That's a really bad feeling. So dollar costing is always a very good tactic. Yeah, this is a really, really, really important one. Even in a bear market, sorry, even in a bear market, take your profits. And I got an example right here of what is getting people wrecked. I saw this tweet and I thought like, yes, this is how people are going to get wrecked. Whether it's in the next bull run, whether it's in the next relief rally, even if Bitcoin rallies now to $30,000, I would sell. Not everything, but I would sell some, right? You have to take your profits. Look at this tweet from this guy. So he says, what is the price ceiling for Quant? Well, Quant is a good project. I like Quant. I think it has some potential, but this is getting out of hand, right? Could it reach the market cap of gold, 10 trillion, 1 million for one Quant, and become the largest asset in the world? Why not? Well, where should I begin, right? So he's saying Quant is a good project. It does a lot of transactions. It tries to bring companies into crypto, which are not into crypto. Well, if that happens, and if Quant succeeds, then it will be good for crypto in general. So I don't really mind missing out on Quant for that. But this, right? 1 million for one Quant. I've seen this guy, but this is an example, right? And I try to hate on this dude, but there are a lot of these guys, especially in the bull market. You pay attention. When the next bull market comes, you see this kind of things everywhere. Like you also have these XRP guys that say $10,000 for one XRP. Here, $1 million for one Quant. One Quant is now $180 or something like that, and it's already ranked 30, right? So, yeah, like, get your feet on the ground, because this is how people not take profits. Let's say Quant, right? And 1 million is just an example. That's not even an example, right? But let's go to, do I have Quant? I don't think I have Quant, but let's go here. And this is really important, because this, you can also get wrecked in a bull market. You can lose a lot of money in a bull market, way more than in a bear market even. Because in the bull market, everything happens, right? And you want to respond, and you can't respond always like you should respond when you have to respond quickly. And that's when you make mistakes. In the bear market, you at least have time to think about stuff, right? So don't get wrecked in the bull run, guys. Right, so here, Quant, for example. I got it. All right. Quant, for example. So let's say, and the chart looks fucking awesome. Like, I can't lie about Quant, right? It has a very good cup and handle, and it's sitting at some resistance now that I think like, okay, yeah, but I thought it about here as well, but we don't know. But, you know, this guy, for example, he tweeted first like Quant to $100,000 when Bitcoin is also $100,000. Like, and there are a lot of newbies on Twitter and everywhere on YouTube that see that stuff, and they don't really know that. They don't have the experience, so they can't really think for themselves. I was like that exactly, right? So they just believe that, right? And if you have Quant, so let's say you are buying this, and there's a big ass pump right here, and you decide to buy right here for some reason. I wouldn't do it, but you do, right? Let's say that 100K is what you have in mind. No, not even. Come on, man. It's not even. I want to keep this real. Like, let's say you have in mind that it goes to $5,000, for example, right? 5K. So that's a 25x from here, right? It's already pretty high cap. But let's say it goes, you think it goes to 5K because people on Twitter, people on YouTube tell you, right? And pay attention, really, in the bull run, everybody gives you these kind of crazy predictions about every fucking coin, right? But 5K. And it does perform great, right? And let's say Quant does this, right? You buy at, let's say, $200, and in the bull run, it goes really insane, and it goes all the way here, right? And you feel like, fuck yeah, it's going to $5,000. I'm gonna buy more of this, and I am at least not selling, right? And then, you know, everybody snaps back to reality and feels like, yeah, this is kind of it, right? And Quant also feels like, nah, this has been enough for now. And we go all the way down. That's where you get wrecked, because you didn't take your profits here, right? Because you can't, you can't, repeat after me, you can't and you won't sell the top, right? I have to say it like this. You won't sell the top. You will not sell the top. I have to repeat this many times, because you won't. And that was my problem in the last bull run as well. I was really trying to time the market. That's basically what I'm trying to say. You cannot time the market, really. You cannot time the market. So take your profits, right? Take your profits. So let's say, and coin is just an example, but whatever coin, right? You put in $1,000 here, and you write it up. You do 10x. At least, but I will take way more. But at least take your $1,000 out. At least, right? And don't feel like, yeah, but it's going way higher. Because it might, of course. And then you can say like, oh yeah, it went higher. Fuck, I should have. But chances are so high that it doesn't get to the point where you feel like this is where it's going to go and this is where I'm going to sell. And you know, people had it with Luna. Like, and Luna was a fucking collapse. Like, there was another reason behind it. But the price movement, you know, how it went up, was the same as a lot of coins will do in the next bull run. Like, it will go crazy, and people think there won't be an end to it. There will. There will be an end, right? So take your profits. And that's also dollar costing, because you have to, you know, but that's for them. But you have to dollar cost into crypto. But you also have to dollar cost out of crypto. So sell a little here, sell a little here, sell a little here, sell a little here. And if you really feel like it's going to, I don't know what kind of unrealistic fucking level, cool, keep 5%. It's enough. It's enough. You can keep all your money and you will own all the world, all the money in the world if it happens. But, you know, you cannot wait for you to hit the lottery. Like, that's not how crypto works. It's not how it works. You have to be smart, right? So that's my next tip. Don't you know, it's like Ice Cube says, right? I mean, you better take your profits before you wreck yourself. I don't know if that's exactly how that song goes, but, you know, take your profits and don't try to time the market, right? Also, do not diversify too much, right? So let me show you my my crypto portfolio. Don't diversify too much. That is/was my problem, really. And I'm going to show you why. Because if you diversify too much, you are not able to manage your crypto portfolio. If you do a 60% gain on something, you basically won't notice. And taking your profits feels like, meh, is this it? Right? And you cannot own all the good projects, right? There are so many good projects out there, but you can't have all of them. It's just not possible, right? So let me show you this. All right. Here we go. Sorry for the long wait. I have to get my portfolio for you guys. I know it's stupid, but, you know, I want to show you. Medium risk, and I have a low risk portfolio. So I'm popping them all up for you guys so you can see what I mean. All right, and this is what I've been working on. Right, here we go. So these are my portfolios. Right, so this thing is going pretty well. So don't diversify too much. This is my current crypto portfolio. I just deleted a lot of stuff. I'm busy deleting more. AVAX has to go, and a lot more has to go from here. I already sold it. So, but if I looked at my portfolio, I felt like I had more than 60 coins. And sometimes a coin that I had did like I said, did an 80%. And I felt like, yay, I got $60, right? That's like, come on. you want to ride these waves, right? So I felt like I was checking out my portfolio, and I felt like how am I going to get rid of projects that I like without feeling bad and feeling FOMO when that project goes up, right? It's by being exposed to that project without being exposed to that project. And what I mean by that is, for example, I had BNB in my portfolio, right? BNB chain. I like BNB a lot, and I think it has a bright future. But I don't have it in my portfolio anymore. Why? Also, I have Cake. Cake is the, pancake swap. It's the native token of the leading DEX on the BNB chain, right? So if BNB does... Why should I hold BNB? Because I hope it will do insanely good. But if BNB will do insanely good, then there's a very high probability that Cake does insanely good as well. So I decided to delete my BNB and get myself a little more Cake allocation. And that's really how you should look at it. So I went to this and I felt like, yeah, what can I do to make that happen? So a lot of this with chains and DEXs, for example, right? So I felt like, I have AVAX and I have Trader Joe, the leading DEX on the Avalanche chain. I start to lose my faith in AVAX. But I was down on AVAX a lot. So I felt like if I'm going to sell it right now, it feels really bad, right? So what should I do? Well, in that case, I sold my AVAX, but I bought more Joe, right? So... It's and that depends. Like in this case, I keep the DEXs in this case, right? But you can also choose to keep the layer one itself and remove the DEXs. That's what I did, for example, with Solana. I keep my Solana, but I delete my Radium, and I, make that. I do that based on the tokenomics and how much faith I actually have in these projects, and just what looks better to me and how much risk I am willing to take. So that's basically how I'm doing it, right? Like I have Phantom, I think I haven't deleted it here. Yeah, Boo. Right, Spooky Swap, leading DEX on Phantom. Phantom is getting really high risk, high reward. I hope it survives the bear market, right? In that case, if it does, I feel like I want to have one of them. I will keep my Phantom instead of my Boo. Why? I feel like Phantom has a lot of good DEXs, and I am not 100% sure that if Phantom will do great, that Boo will, in the next bull run, also comes out as the leading DEX on the Phantom chain. So I read, and Phantom is also far from its all-time high, so there are a lot of rewards to be made with Phantom, as I think it could go back there. So in that case, I feel like, okay, delete my Boo and keep my Phantom. So that's what I'm doing. And I have one more for you guys. And that is, keep your portfolio up to date, right? So this, like I've showed you this portfolio a lot of times, and it's kind of different all the time, right? It's because I keep adjusting. I keep adjusting it to this bear market, because the bear market, in my opinion, it will take another half year. A very boring sideways movement, but that's my opinion. It could also take a year. It could take 1.5 years, 2 years. Nobody knows, right? If the bear market is going to take so long, a lot of projects are going to die in this bear market, especially these low cap crypto gaming projects, but also these DEXs on layer ones that are not completely there yet. Projects with no VCs, projects with no trading volume. So I also looked at my portfolio, and what I basically did is, and that's what I really recommend, update your portfolio. Do your research to your portfolio every once in a week, for example, like it's the first time you do research to that coin. And just the basics is already enough. Look at how transparent is the team. Is the team still talking? How active is the community on their socials? What is the trading volume? Like, is there trading volume? I had some projects in my portfolio that had $2,000 worth of trading volume. Like, come on. There has to be something, right? I mean, of course, it's lower in a bear market, but that's dead, right? I don't want that, right? So take a look at that. Take a look at the Twitter of the project. haven't they tweeted in a month or anything? That's quite a concern, because a project should understand that in a bear market they should be out there. Even though there's not much to say, once in a while, just let them know, let the community know you're there, right? If your project doesn't do that, then it looks like they are not trying anymore in this bear market, and there's a very high chance they won't make out, right? So these are some things that you really should consider when you look at your crypto portfolio. Maintain it, right? And like I said, if it turns out that there is a project that should go, well, let it go. If you have loss, it doesn't matter. There are so many good projects out there right now that are down so much that you can just trade your allocation with, right? So you're not selling, you're swing trading, and you're not out of the market that way. So that's just what I wanted to say. And yeah, I kind of already said it, but bonus tip number 8, never, but also not now. So never is also not now. Be all out or all in of the market. Never do that. And I'm sorry to say it, but if you are, you're stupid. Especially if you are all out of the crypto market right now. Crypto is down, coming down so much, right? And now we are keeping this low for 4 months, which is, you know, it's pretty realistic that this is the low maybe. You decide to go all out of the market? Huh? Why? Never do that. Never, ever, ever do that, right? And don't be all in as well. That's just as stupid, right? Because if it does go down a lot, yeah, then it's wreck city. So that's just what I wanted to tell you. For now, I think these are more than enough tips. So again, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe to the channel. Almost 1,300 subscribers. Thank you a lot, guys. Trade safe. See you tomorrow.